This is our solstice reading. I hope this video finds you well. Oh, off the bat, we have missed opportunities in reverse and counsel. So this is going to be for the past position. And it's saying that what felt like a missed opportunity is not. But this is an important time for us to get counsel, to get back on track. A lot of you are going through rebirths. The snakes have been popping up frequently. So we have what looks like a missed opportunity, but it's saying that it is not a missed opportunity. So if you've been kind of down on yourself about things maybe not working out in the way that you wanted them to, it's saying like, you know, it just, those things were not for you, right? And when things are for us, it feels totally different. Things just come easier. They come more naturally rather than being forced. And the cancel is that we all need guidance right now, and it's probably because of the energy of the solstice. And here we have the away. The way is, it's if you've ever had a dream where you're running away from something and something's chasing you. And a lot of the time you don't even know what it is or what it looks like. You just know that you have to run away. It's kind of like the vibe of a horror film. And so in the past, it's like feelings of missed opportunity, needing the counsel, and then running away from something, right? And that is setting the timeline for the present and world of dreams. So we've all been actively working towards our world of dreams. Those who've been doing the readings with me in the past few months have seen that this card keeps coming up. And we've all kind of been working, you know, towards developing what we want, keeping those goals, using a King of Wands energy that we received in the prior readings to kind of fuel it. And now it's saying that we're in the process of actualizing the world of dreams. And the energy that it leads to is no longer feeling stuck. So we come out of this energy of feeling stuck, and it gives us access to these other worlds. And you can see the worlds in this card, and they're also in this one as well as a doorway. So we're opening up and we're creating expansion into other worlds and modes of being. This is going to empower us. We're going to be able to fly above and assess the situation and kind of see our domain, what is ours and what we would like, right? And a lot of this is going to be a focus on health. Health is going to be a major focus because we have health here and we have healing in reverse here. So in the future, you know, ask yourself, like, what brings you like good health in your life? What practices are you doing to guarantee your health? And the healing in reverse is saying that there's something inside of us that we haven't fully healed, and we can get the help of somebody else in order to heal us if we can't figure out what it is. It can be physical healing, it can be energy work, it can be a shamanic ritual, or we do the work on our own. And the Metatron symbol in my deck can also represent magic. So getting your, you know, rituals done, your candle magic, and that will kind of help with this healing. So this thing needs to be healed in order for us to progress. So what you have in the past position, the missed opportunities reverse of Ace and Cups. So a lot of you may have felt like, oh, I missed my chance on love, or like that relationship could have been it, but you know, I missed out in some way. It's saying that you didn't, that almost in a weird sense, like your romantic partner is being like, it's kind of got this AI vibe to it, right? Because it's a robot. He's offering cup to the robot. It's like this kind of AI feeling of like your love is being created for you. So that can mean that the universe is like taking into consideration what you're wanting, and it is manifesting it for you. And the Hierophant in reverse. So this could be religion, this could be tradition, this could be in council. And because it's in reverse, this can mean, you know, a lot of you are not, you know, traditional and not, you know, religious in the sense of other people are, but you can have created your own. And it's saying like, kind of like, instead of someone like indoctrinating you or teaching you these ways, that you may be the person who creates these ways yourself, right? So creating your own rituals, creating your own path, will unlock like this kind of keys to the kingdom, because there's keys in the card, and there's the two innocent children who are learning from this person, right? And it's just kind of saying like you're starting to take things in your own hands. And then Three of Pentacles, this is like the building of the temple. In the case, this is a temple of love. So it can say that you're going like a less traditional route in to find the love that you seek, to find the connection that you seek. Something like building a legacy of love that will stand the test of time. And the energy leading up to is the Page of Wands for the world of dreams. And the Page of Wands is in reverse. So it is the beginning of an idea, and sometimes, you know, the idea, the inspiration, the light of the fire can take mindfulness and intent in order to accomplish. And we just need to be more disciplined and more focused. And so we don't allow the fire to consume us. We are the ones who, you know, kind of nourish and cultivate that fire. We have the Two of Wands here. This is like assessing your domain. In this case, it's the cosmic egg. So this means that the new beginning and the new way is starting, which is going to take us out of this stuck energy that we've been in. And this could be the solstice energy, right? The cosmic egg has cracked, and now we're like playing drums. We're playing jazz with life, where we're seeing where things go and where they lead us, and vibing with that energy and kind of moving with it. And then we go into these other worlds with this Three of Cups, which should be a celebration. The holiday season, maybe, you know, this drinking card just keeps coming up. Maybe some of you need to be careful with your holiday drinking and celebration. Just be, you know, cautious with that. But yeah, it's this kind of celebration, but it's kind of being denied for some reason. And then we also have another three. We have the Three of Wands. So this empowerment and flying, it's like we're waiting for our ships to come in. We're waiting for our ships to come in for whatever reason. You know, in this case, it looks like it's going to come in, but there's a couple obstacles. So the Three of Wands, it's manifesting, and fire again. Fire magic's going to be really important, the element of fire. It's coming in, and there's this King of Cups, like loving, nurturing energy that's like helping us as we're on this journey. And in terms of your health, it's like be loving, be like gentle with yourself, be kind. Make sure your emotional waters are nourished. Your cup is full. Be like a King of Cups. So before we were asked to be like a King of Wands, and now we're kind of asked to be like a King of Cups. And the healing, so this is a really intense energy, but it makes sense because the holidays are here. Healing is in reverse, and then this Ten of Pentacles is like this kind of mismatched family, right? It's like all these different people come together and to create a union, but it's in reverse. So it's like this legacy can't really quite be built until the healing within you takes place. So I think some of us have some healing that needs to be focused on before we proceed further, right? So healing, if there's something you need to heal in your life, and for a lot of people too, it could be during the holidays. It's sometimes, you know, there's issues with family, and you may not get along with certain family members, and to kind of heal that so that you free up your energetic space because you don't want to be worrying when you're manifesting. It's going to affect your manifestations. And, you know, this is the time we got to think about, what do we want in the spring? What do we want in the summer? And the Dark Earth deck is being very quiet right now. So what I might do, oh, there we go, Source. So this, with this love, it's saying that if you're looking for this kind of divine love, to ask Source, because Source is love. It's ultimate love, right? It's the monad. It's what Pythagoras called the monad, the one. We're connected to Source. We are Source. We're never separate from it. So if you're looking for that love, know that you are connected to everything. So let's say you're here and your love is like in Germany, right? Well, there's a universal web, and you can kind of pull from that and say, I'm ready for my soulmate. Just connect to Source and say, Source, bring me the love. Feel the love. Feel it emanating from you. Absorb it into yourself to kind of create this beacon for this love that you want. And then right now it's saying the collective. So the collective is all, the world is, their eye is on something, and they're all focused on it and concentrated on it. And it's directed to the Hierophant in reverse, and it's asking for counsel in this. My advice is that we are powerful manifestors. The more of us that get together to focus on one goal, the more likely it will actualize. So if you get a bunch of people to pay attention to something, they don't even know that they're doing magic and they're manifesting, but they are. And it says that that's what's happening right now. But the energy is like a Hierophant in reverse. And so we need to be really careful with that. And it's giving us counsel. It's saying, be careful with that. So maybe if you see the collective going in a direction that isn't positive, to know to kind of stay away from it and focus on your manifestation, because it's really important for you to find your dream, right? And I think a lot of really intelligent, brilliant people, and who I would probably call magicians, have figured out the power of the intent of the collective, and they kind of use it for their benefit, right? And now that you know that, it's like, well, I'm going to turn away from this thing that everyone's focusing on and ask what it is that I want, because you're here for a spiritual purpose, and we are made to work as a collective and for the greater good, but we're also made to fine-tune ourselves. And I say that because the chrysalis is here. There's a transformation before we can build this temple of love that it's asking us to create. That's gonna, and then also a lot of you feel left out in the cold, and that's okay. So we're feeling left out in the cold, but it's because we're going through a transformation. And so your journey isn't going to look like other people's, you know. You see people like, oh, like couples are getting together, they're happy, and, you know, everyone's like doing good in their life and like getting bonuses, and, you know, and you look and you're like, God, I feel like so kind of disconnected from everything. Like, I feel left out in the cold. Like, I don't feel like I have the click. Like, I feel I have so much to offer, because you can see it in this card. I feel like I have so much to offer and these many gifts, but I feel alone, right? It's that kind of energy. But you're supposed to build this like legacy, this temple of love. But you're going into a chrysalis and you're transforming. So your journey is going to look different. So don't compare it to other people's journey. And the energy we come into is remediation. It's saying, we got to take all of these toxic elements that are within the collective and we purify them. If we cannot purify the collective, we do so individually, and it chips away at the task. And we have at the heart and soul of the reading, spirits of nature, and it's in reverse. So that can mean like the spirit world is a little bit shook right now. And to be mindful of that too when you're manifesting. So that means that there's, you know, positive, helpful spirits, and then there means that there's spirits that are not so helpful as well that are coming into the picture. And so just be mindful of that. You know, reach out to your ancestors, find your animal allies, really pull, because it's kind of everything's open right now, right? There's a lot of spirits around us, and people are going to be doing a lot of different kinds of work. that are probably going to invoke them. And so figure out who your allies are, ask for their support. It's a great time to do candle magic. You know, I got my candles here. I got my black candle for protection, my pink candle for self-love and self-work, and then, you know, for magic and drawing in an attraction, I have my red candles. So I'm probably going to do all three of these. But whatever, you know, speaks out to you, you can work on. I'm going to use the Color Vision Oracle deck, which will kind of help us hone in on what color to use. But I mean, I'm probably going to stick with those three. So the next thing it's telling us is like, you know, there's a lot of drinking and a lot of celebration, maybe a little too much fun, but then it's like self-mastery. It's saying, if you want to tap in these other worlds and these other worldly energies, it's like, this is the time of having discipline, right? So we could be tempted to party and like have a lot of fun, but it's like, hey, like for those of you that are really wanting to do this work, dream work is one part of it. Traveler of dreams, you know, traveling these other worlds. The other worlds card is right here. You know, other worlds, meditation, whatever you can, and tap into these other realms, because the spirit world is rich right now and accessible. You can do so. And then we have this hive mind and work. This means work with the collective. I think the solstice, there's going to be a lot of energy. People are going to be doing their manifestations. It's going to put that energy into this planet, into the collective, and you're going to start feeling that. So if you can do work, if you want your manifestations to be actualized, the more people and working with a group, it seems to be the huge message that I'm getting right now. Work with a group in order to actualize your reality. And we got masters in reality, and masters in reality is in reverse. So this means that we're trying really hard to create our own reality. And throughout many of our lives, we've been given a reality and we've believed in that reality. And we're all kind of waking up and saying, this isn't exactly the kind of world that I envision for myself. You know, I want to be free. I want to be creative. I want to enjoy my life and, you know, working all the time and seeing wars all around. Like these really like heavy, intense energies where it's like, you know, I think people are finally being like, what is it that I want? Is this the world that I see? And it's not the world that many of us see. And it's saying it is okay to imagine and envision a different world, but we're going to have to, as a group, collectively be on board with changing the way that the energy has been. And we pulled a source. So source is here, that monad, that love. It's guiding us and it's saying, you are love. I love you. You are guided by love. You're love incarnate, and I am going to help you as you create and you manifest these realities, right? But you have to remember there's another energy that's like, no, I want the reality that should rule, right? And so we kind of have to combat that, and that's going to be the thing, is just, you know, really refocusing, setting your intention on what it is that you do want, and making sure you don't fall in the traps of like somebody being like, okay, focus on this thing, and then you lose your manifestation, right? So we got to be really careful about what we're asking of people, what we're, you know, expecting from them. And this just seems like self-mastery. It's like, do the self-work to help the greater good in the collective. I'm going to pull a color. I want a card to jump out. The deck is brand new, so it's kind of like they want to stick together. They love each other. It's a beautiful deck. Allison, this is Allison's new Color Vision Oracle, and I'm going to pull from the middle. Oh, that's so strange. And I can tell you why this is strange. Earlier I was at my friend's house, and my friend gifted me this candle, which I'm lighting for the ritual, for our reading to make it special. And also when I was there, I pulled violet, and I have pulled violet again. So Teresita, that's really wild. Okay, so let's go ahead and look in the book and just, you know, I'm not going to give you the full explanation because there's a lot of information in here, right? And I don't want to overwhelm people. So I'm just going to give like the main idea. So violet is the color of the galaxies in the Milky Way. It is a mysterious and vast universal depth that encompasses our incarnate experience. It also has a tranquilizing effect, as seen in the dusky purple sunset layers that calm hyperactive states. This color is excellent for relieving headaches and activates the pineal gland. Violet is a true visionary and can live entirely in those unseen realms if not grounded. Strong psychic perceptions are amplified with violet as they are in part a service to the divine. And we have source here, right? So source is activated and source is trying to communicate to us. So they have a leadership ability and lots of magic, but can also be prone to megalomania if their ego isn't in check. They have such a strong sense of self and vision that they can also tend towards sassiness and even tyranny if out of alignment. Violent is the exotic realm of the imagination. This energy is reflected in psychedelic experiences. In this way, thoughts can spiral, and there's a risk of getting stuck in a state of dream paralysis if not grounded while channeling these energies. So dream work came up. So just remember that, take that advice in while you're doing your dream work. There can also be frustration when others do not see or understand this visionary energy. It's understandable. And this is the color of a profound destiny and needs to balance ego and prioritize being in service to others. Violet is the most aligned and when in service to others, taking care of their community and disciplines. They use their psychic sensibilities on an everyday basis. Their goal is that of mastery and ascension on their search for enlightenment. Violet is the highest octave frequency color in the spectrum. This can often accompany spiritual awakening and synchronicity, and it deals with the crown chakra. Violet personalities, individuals are highly intelligent and are here to activate their soul purpose to bring their magical gifts to humanity. They have the ability to see the big picture. They have heavy responsibilities in this world because of the powers they have to create new applications for the future. They attract people to them magnetically and demand loyalty and appreciation. Often famous musicians, poets, or philosophers, those associated with spirituality or religion. So we have the Hierophant, which is associated with religion, and it's just kind of saying these new practices and spirituality that you have, it's okay, right? But it's good to have a ritual. It's good to have a practice, so long as you're not hurting anyone, right? Whatever makes sense to you, whatever you feel at home with. But I hope you really like this color vision oracle. Allison is selling it on moonapothecary.com, moonnectarapothecary.com. You can also find Allison that way on Instagram. Well, this was great, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy your winter solstice.